Okay, from my last video I had a couple of technical difficulties that delayed pretty much everything, so I'm kind of skipping along here and moving straight into just building some new stuff. I'm not going to do quite as much talking in this one, or just sort of allowing everybody to watch the interface, see what's going on here. So I'm jumping right into it, essentially. Pretty much just needing to expand the city. This is the same city from my last video. And I'm going to attempt to expand it as best as I can. Unfortunately, certain things don't always work out the way we want it. That was incredibly easy compared to what you used to have to do in SimCity. There's a lot of things that I do miss about SimCity, especially some of the views. Like if you were looking at security services, here's where I have some problems just because, well, that one went down, but over here because the police station has come over, down and around. The rest of it up here is getting bad because of the concentration of people and the distance that the sheriffs have to travel to get there. So later on, I will build more up here and I'll build more down here as my city expands. This is all my residences. I have a small grouping of them up down here, but mostly it's all in one spot. So these are the others that are doing horrible as far as protection goes. The crime's pretty bad because of the fact that I have nothing out here. But in SimCity, you could actually get a detailed view of what crimes are being committed where and the severity of the crimes. I miss some of that stuff. Fire, it doesn't really tell you anything. Every fire protection I have right now is very good because of the fact that I don't have much to do. I don't even think I can build anything like that, so I'll make my people slightly happier and build a Ferris wheel. I don't know why that'll make them happy, but hey. Actually, let's build this elsewhere, because if I need to expand my city there, that's a slight problem, because I need to widen the city. So we'll just and if you remember earlier, I looked at this farm that had gone bankrupt. Or this one had. But it's actually done better now because I've rebuilt the city. I've added closer jobs. And I've added another silo here to help offset some of the problems that I was having. So every little bit helps. Since pretty much farming is my main cash cow, that's essentially all I really need to be building right now. I'm trying to keep my qualified workers happy, because some of the farming and manufacturing that helps produce farming is what I really need to work on here as far as keeping happy and all of that stuff. So that's why I built that, and I'm going to expand my industry up there. If we look at my resources, fertile areas are there, and water areas are all here. So this is where I'm going to expand my water. As far as industry goes, up here on the hilltop is pretty much my only option. I need to keep it far enough away from the farmland that anything I build won't bleed into it. So this is pretty much the end of where I can build my industry right there. I don't want it to expel down into the city here and all of that. So the city is going to expand over here and over here where I have some more space. Farmland's going to take over, and water production will continue pretty much everywhere. And I'm pretty much getting close to building another one of these in here somewhere in one of my new farmlands. So back to expanding. You can build these in any order. I like to stagger them because it looks cool, but really it doesn't matter. Size does matter. Some of these zones have to be specific sizes. And if you saw there, it tells you pretty well what type of size you need. It's too small, it's too small. Oh, zoning size 94%. You can't build them too big because they'll just not work, but it tells you, so it's pretty intuitive and straightforward. Also, if you build a zone and it doesn't have, due to an angle in the map or something, and it can't fit another zone block in there, it will automatically just fill it in with parkland, which is just open areas for people to run around, play in. So it's very nice. Keeps it looking good. And one of the complaints you get from, I saw on like HardOCP and a couple other online forums, was a lot of people had problems with the zoning. You pretty much get one block. But as you can see here on this block, they used it to build 2 houses. In SimCity it was similar. You would have tons of little 1x1 squares about this size that would go across it. Houses could take up 1 square, 2 squares, 4 squares, 6 squares, however big they wanted to make the building. I liked how the areas would change and upgrade. I haven't been playing this enough to see if it will actually, later on, if this building will change. Because it's zoned, I don't think it will. Last thing I'd like to do here is to actually cycle through the day-night cycle. This is very immersive compared to SimCity. Of course it is. It's a much newer game, much better engine in aspects. You can watch here, the shadows will actually cycle across the screen as it goes from day to night and night to day. This will actually affect your traffic as well. I've noticed that traffic coming and going from work changes as the day cycles through, and you can manually pick the exact time frame you want. And we're here now on a rooftop just to watch the sunset. And I'll go into much more detail on all of this later, once I've got the city a little farther along, or a better city. But I just wanted to give a brief look of what it actually covers for those who are still on the fence about the game. I enjoyed immensely. I love coming down here and jumping into the city, watching it cycle through day and night. I wish, like here on the roads, that the car's headlights would be on and the street lights would be on. Maybe they'll patch it later, maybe they won't. It's not a big deal. Just the ability to come down here in first person, roam around my city is just wonderful. And that's the last thing I wanted to show you for the video. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.